welcome back. I hope that you are well today, and as you've seen in the title, it is that time, hospital bags. And after doing this 6 times now, kind of know what I like, what I want, what I prefer. We are going to be 45 minutes away from the house, so I'm probably packing a little bit more than I typically would, but I got at least the essentials. So today I am 37 and 5 days, 37 weeks and 5 days, so almost 38 weeks. So we only have a couple more weeks to go before it is go time, and I love to be prepped and ready to go way in advance. Normally I'm at like 36 weeks and things are packed, but I've just been kind of like taking my time and just like struggling with energy a little bit. But I have everything gathered up finally, so I wanted to go ahead and record this video before I get these bags downstairs ready to go by the door for hubby to grab on the way out. There are things like last minute things like my AirPods, laptop, my computer, my husband's computer, and his charger, like all the electronics that we're using day to day. Obviously my camera and battery and stuff like that I'm still using, so I will be packing. I have like a little list, a little post-it that I'll probably put by the door or something like that to remind me to grab these things before we head out. But everything else I have got packed. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me show you what I got going on for me, baby, and even hubby. So let's show you. Okay, so first things first, I already packed all of my husband's. He's kind of like, so he's military, so he usually has most of this like ready to go, just in case. And just to kind of show you guys his toiletries that I brought, he's gonna still pack, he'll probably end up doing this like in the next couple days. He'll pack like an outfit, some lounge clothes, in a bag that he wants. But Q-tips, I don't think there's anything like that. And then his like inhaler and meds that he uses on the regular, he'll have that, you know. Flossers, all done later. I just bought a deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, a little pack of medicine. Like, you don't need to, the person, obviously, the patient, which will be you having the baby, you're not allowed to take any medications or anything like that. The hospital will give you anything that you need. So you don't need to take any extra, like, if it's a prescription, I would probably talk to your doctor and stuff like that and see what they say. They'll probably just still give it to you. But as far as, like, Benadryl, allergy medicines, ibuprofen, Advil, any of things like that, they will give you, so they don't want you to bring it. But for your husband or your birthing partner, they should probably bring some, so that he just has like a little go pack always ready to go, and then just some shampoo and body wash, his nose spray for his allergies, and some lip balm, because it does get really dry in there. I don't know what it is about the hospital, but your lips will get dried out. So you definitely want to have chapstick, lipstick, like lip balm, lip oil, something, and your spouse or significant other, birthing partner, person. Okay, so that's it for hubby. That's all that I've packed, and this is like the essentials. I feel like anything else is not a big deal. I have what he'll need. And then I have my nursing pillow. This is my breast friend. I feel like it's the most, like, clips here, and it adjusts so you can, you know, if you need more space or whatever. I just keep it like this to keep it nice and tight. This is my favorite breastfeeding pillow. It's the most supportive and sturdy, so I really like it. And then I have a snack bag, and I have my hospital bag, and I feel like I'll go through the snack bag first because it's the easiest, but people think I'm crazy that I pack snacks like this. However, after you've done this for so long, you know the essentials, and this is the essentials for me. So this is my Hydro Flask insulated like cooler tote. I love this thing. It's been through a lot. So I actually packed snacks for myself and my husband during labor for him, and post-labor, also post-labor for me. And people, you know, like, don't let your husbands or your significant others, whoever it is, do not let them tell you, oh, you know, I don't really need much, I can go out and get stuff, blah, 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 because they'll end up eating your snacks. So I got some chips for him, and some like different chip options for if the kids come visit, if I want them, if he wants them. And then I got a couple, I do like my own trail mixes, so I just have some trail mixes. This is the one I make for him. It's got like coffee, chocolate covered coffee beans, deluxe nuts, some apricots, and then this one's mine. It's got the deluxe nuts, yogurt covered pretzels, some Reese's Pieces, and that's just something like easy to snack on. And then I got him some oatmeal cups. Depending on the hospital food situation or how easy it is for them to go out, for him to go get stuff, I just figured I'd have something easy on hand. And these are the Kodiak oatmeal cups that have protein, because you'll probably see my husband in a couple of these videos, but the guy, he likes his protein. So, and then I got him some tea, a couple bubble waters. They do have fridges there, and if nothing else, they have cups with ice that he can just pour these over. But, you know, he's going to get thirsty. They get bored and tend to eat because they're bored. So I just want to make sure that I have stuff to hydrate him. Got him a couple of his favorite energy drinks, just in case we're like there late. You just never know what your labor and delivery situation is going to be. And I feel like it's just better to be prepared than having them have to go in and out and stuff. So that's that. And then I have my hydrating drinks. I have 4 of these Body Armor, like just my favorite hydrating drinks, which are good for labor and then also recovering after and breastfeeding. And then I got him these candies. These are for me. I just seen these. I was like, these look so good, like puffy Starbursts. Yes, please. And then I still do, actually, now that I realize it, I still do need to get one thing for in here, but I got us both like celebratory Snickers. The thing with this is, my mom, after I had my first and second, because she passed after I had my second, after I had them, she brought me a Snickers, Jack in the Box, and an apple, the Martinelli's apple, like apple juice, you know, it's like the actual apple. So I still need to get that. I heard they're at the dollar store. They don't have them at our local Walmart. And if all it sells, probably Amazon. But I need to get one of those, because it's just like tradition after I have each one of the kids. I told my husband that I really like that. It was special to me. And so he's just carried it on either, you know, after every baby now. And so it's tradition to have Snickers and apple juice after. And so I have the Snickers, but I still do need to get the apple juice. And I'm glad I'm doing this now, so I can remind myself. So there's that. And then I just have like a small little bag of protein bar, crunchy granola bar, the fruit roll, cherry ones are my favorite, another like chewy granola bar, and some peanut butter crackers. And these are just, you know, snacks to have in between meals, because it depends on when you have your baby, and also nursing, like, you're going to be the most ravenous you've ever been, and the last thing you want to do is be hungry, but you're going to be burning so much calories, labor and delivery, and also breastfeeding, if you plan on breastfeeding, obviously. But even if you're not planning on breastfeeding, you're still making milk, your body's still doing that. And I know a lot of people, they don't get their milk in until like 2 to 3 days later after. But I actually get my milk relatively quickly, and I get engorged. So it gets really uncomfortable. So I like to have lots of liquids and lots of snacks. So that is my snack bag. that's just kind of what I have. Oh, and I do have some Uncrustables in the freezer ready to go that I just dump in the bag for my husband, for myself, for my kids, whatever, nurses. But I just thought that would be like a good snack, again, because you never know what time you're going to go into labor, what time, you know, all that's going to happen. Plus we have to drive 45 minutes to the hospital. So I just want to make sure that we do have stuff just in case. Oh, okay, so this is the labor side of my bag. You're not allowed to, well, for me, I'm planning on going unmedicated. And as far as right now, I haven't had my appointment after my, my next appointment is my 38-week appointment, and I'll find out if I tested positive or not for GBS. I haven't heard back from them, so I'm assuming I'm not positive. But they might just tell me at my next appointment. So, not really clear on that yet, but I am just, the plan is to go as intervention free, unmedicated as possible, and depending on that situation. And most hospitals, once you are in active labor and stuff like that, they don't want you to eat. So I like to have mints, gum, some Jolly Ranchers, just to you know, have something and in between and all of that. And these are just like good things to have. Again, maybe not having to drink a ton of water, so you're not having to pee a bunch, because that's a whole situation. And this just keeps you, like, your mouth not dry, which in the hospital, I don't know what it is, I'm telling you, but your mouth will be so dry. And then I have an extra large charger, so I actually went out and got an extra charger. So I have my one that stays here, but I didn't want to, like, forget it or have to take the one out of the car. I just, better safe than sorry. And this one is it's either like a 6 foot or 10 foot. I think it might be 6 foot. And then just an extra charger. And this charger has 2 of the prongs, so that way my husband can also use it to make it easier. Or I also have this fan, and it's a charging fan, so I can also plug that in. It's super quiet, but it gets up there pretty good, but so you can't really hear it. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry for my other fan being on. Maybe I should turn that off. It's so hot, I don't really want to. But anyways, mobile fan, has like the bendy legs, so it can bend and hook onto the hospital bed or just kind of go wherever. And it's rechargeable, so that's easy. 2 things about me in labor: I get hot and thirsty, so I really like to have a fan. They don't always, like, it's like hit and miss if they'll be able to have a fan for you. Most of the time it's just like my poor husband fanning me, so I got smart this time, and I'm bringing my own little mobile fan. And then I have also my diffuser and some oils. So I have lavender to go in here. I have my lavender essential oil to go inside the diffuser, and then I have these 2 roll-ons, lighten up and snap out of it, to help just like relax and give me energy during labor. While I'm laboring, I'm gonna put this in here too, just to keep it all organized, because I like to have like a zen. I don't really want to use zen, but I just like using essential oils, obviously, and I really like my diffuser during labor. I've only gotten to use it once. My other one ended up turning into a C-section, so I didn't get to labor very long and bring it out. And then I have a sound machine. Sorry, a baby sound machine. This isn't for labor, I'm just putting it in there because it's the easiest place to put it. But it's just like a super easy, lightweight, mobile sound machine. And there's the shishy sound, just like white noise. heartbeat. I think that's it. And it has a light on it, a little glowy light for grabbing baby at night. Oh my gosh, start going off now. There we go. And then it has a, you know, volume button, and you can keep it on for like 10, 20, 30 minutes. But I have found that having a sound machine is really helpful in the hospital because the nurses are coming in and out. There's a bunch of noises, machines, all that kind of stuff. They're also used to having it, you know, white noise and stuff like that. So they sleep better. So babies sleep better having the sound machine. So it's not a necessity by any means, but I have just found that it's really helpful for our babies to have the sound machine in there. It helps them get better sleep, which then also helps me get better sleep. And it's hard enough to sleep in a hospital, you know. Yeah. This is your first little baby. I'm sure this is probably not your first video you're seeing, and if it is, thank you for watching. But if it is your first baby, the nurses and stuff come in not only to check on you every so many hours, but also to check on baby for every so many hours. And if there's anything like blood sugar, breathing issues, anything like that, then they're coming in there more often than not. And so it's just like a lot of noise. You don't get great sleep. I wouldn't, like, you barely get any sleep, really. But anyways, just sound machine's a good idea. Okay, and then inside my bag, I have my folder so that I can put any paperwork that I receive for like the birth certificate and all that kind of stuff. I like to have a folder to put it all into, keep it nice and organized. That way I'm not like looking for it and like wondering what happened to it later, or it gets all wrinkled or whatever. So have a folder, super helpful. I found this at the dollar store, and this is what I'm going to use for the announcement. So you can, like, I have a marker, I need to go grab it. But you can put all the information there, put it like in baby's little bassinet crib, and announce the birth. So that's what I'm going to use. I have this blanket that, I'm going to cover up the name, we're not sharing the name yet. But my grandmother-in-law made this blanket, and you see the little elephant. She made this to go with, and I'll show you the baby stuff first just because it's on top, to go with this outfit. And this is probably, his name's on the beanie, so I'm trying to cover it, but it has the elephant there, and it has elephant here too, and it says Little Peanut just like the blanket. And so this is the outfit we're going to use to do this announcement. And so I brought like the whole set so that I can do that. Normally I wouldn't bring a blanket this size, but I'm going to put it inside the bassinet for him to announce it. And then I haven't fully decided on which going home outfit I'm going to use. Hold on, not this one. Okay, so I have a couple outfits. So I have this one that I'm like in love with. I think it's super cute. So there's that I want to take pictures of in also. Just have him like a cute little outfit. And then I also have his going home outfit, which is this one. And this is also, his brother wore this one too, with this. So that's what I'm going to bring him home in, because he's due in July. So I'm sure it'll be nice and hot when he comes home. So I want to make sure that I have something comfy for him. So those are the two outfits I'm bringing. And then a swaddle, just in case, for his, like, when he goes home, a lightweight blanket just to keep him nice and comfy, because I'm sure we'll probably have the air conditioner on and whatnot. I'm sorry, the windows are open, guys. Like, if the sound on this is bad, I'm so sorry. And then I'm bringing this swaddle just in case he's a Houdini like my others and doesn't like to be swaddled in all those blankets. So brought a couple you know, just a little selection. I also will have binkies, but I haven't sanitized them yet, so I haven't put them in here, but I will. Also bring a binky, like my preferred binkies. I know they have the Soothy ones, but there's always just like this, I don't know. It depends on the hospital, it depends on the nurses, it depends on all of that. They don't really like to give them binkies, especially breastfeeding, because they don't want nipple confusion, all of those things. But sometimes you have a baby who is a suckler, and it's either you or a binky. And so I would rather have a binky on hand than it be me. And then I have my cup. I like to have a straw, and this one is the Hydro Flask. It like seals, so you don't spill it on you, like if you're laying down and you want to drink. So this is my favorite cup to take with me to labor and delivery. And then I also have these hydrating like powder drinks alongside those other drinks. And then I brought a pair of like really cheap dollar store, I think I found these flip-flops for the shower, because I don't want to use a public shower with my bare feet. Even if in a hospital, I bring my own towel, and I know this seems extra, but your body is so sensitive after labor and delivery. The last thing you want is a scratchy towel, and that's what they have there. So I just like to bring mine, and this is also like the big size one, not like a regular size towel, so it like will literally cover everything, and that's just my preference. So it's like my own laundry soap, a soft comfy towel that's not going to be scratchy, and it's just kind of like more pleasant. And trust me, you're going to want to take a shower. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just wait until I get home. One, you don't know how long you're going to be there for certain. Things might happen that you end up being there longer. Two, the best thing in the world is the shower after labor and delivery. You just feel like so refreshed after you take a shower. So you don't have to bring your own towel, but definitely plan to take a shower after, because it's the best thing. And then I just went ahead and brought some of the like Depends. This is like the Walmart version. Diapers, underpants, whatever they call them. It's like the Depends diapers. It's just the Walmart version. I brought a few of these. I think I brought like 8 of them, because I really hate, it's not the underwear that is the problem so much, like the mesh underwear. It's the pads. Like, I don't want to be like TMI, and everybody's different, obviously. But I tend to bleed pretty heavily after, and having like double pads and stuff like that is so obnoxious, and you just tend to have leaks, and it just gets everywhere, and it's so annoying. So I prefer to have these versus the pads. So that's why I'm bringing them this time. You do not need to. That's extra. My preference. And these are my toiletries. Go ahead and show you. Like, I'm not going to go into like the details of everything, because it's like just normal stupid stuff that you bring. So toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, shampoo, conditioner, and these are just like leftovers from past trips and stuff like that. Body wash, and some lotion. So that's that. And most of those I just got in like the travel section at like Walmart or Target. And then this is all the other stuff. Oh, well. Q-tips and flossers also. I know my husband has some, but I just prefer to have my own. Okay, and then I brought my nipple butter, breast or nipple shields, because sometimes you just need a little extra help. So it looks like this. It's just like a little rubber piece that you put over your nipple when you're breastfeeding, because sometimes establishing that can be pretty hard, and you don't want to, go to these first thing. Try your best. But again, like I said, I get engorged, which makes it really difficult for the baby to latch on, because your babe is so swollen and like big, they can't get the whole thing in there. So usually I'll bring like my Haka, and I'll let down some, and then let baby eat. But if not, then I'll just use this to where it expresses some out, and then I can just put them on and latch better. And then I'm bringing my After Ease. I used this the last 2 times, and it really does help. You just put it in your water. You can do it straight, but it's like kind of gross. So you just put some of this in your water and drink, because you have, like, once you're breastfeeding, your body will contract to get that uterus down to size, and it can be pretty painful. So this just helps ease those pains without having to take like meds. And then Maxi Milk, some lactation support. I have it in there. I don't expect to use it in the hospital, but just in case, you never know. And then I did bring some Tums. I know, but I don't like the chalky regular Tums, and I don't want to take like a prescription like Peptid AC or something like that. So I like my Tums. I like my smoothies, and I'm bringing them. So that's that for the toiletries. I did bring some like makeup, like lightweight makeup, for like after, because pictures and whatnot. So, oh, and my glasses. So I have my glasses, extra pair of glasses. I have some hand cream, some scrunchies, some lip therapy treatment, because like I said, your lips will get so dried out. So I brought like the strongest lip stuff I could find. Some makeup removing, like just the cotton pads, and some makeup remover, deodorant, brush, my like little travel skincare. I won't show you like the whole thing, but it's like a little travel skincare system, because gotta have your skincare. And then just like a reusable makeup remover. And then oh, there's my relaxing oil. I'll put that one in the other thing. I knew I had it. And then mascara and primer, and then eyebrows, lips, some eye cream, like eye depuffy roller cream, and then just some like CC cream, and fingernail clippers, because you never know, and a pen. And that's all I'm bringing. I feel like that's the essentials. I'm not trying to like get all done up or anything like that. Skincare does matter to me, like feeling fresh and refreshed and having like good looking skin. So that's those things. And then as far as clothing, I'll just bring it all out. Goes. I have my slippers, because I don't want to deal with wearing, you know, socks and then they get dirty, and then you wear them in your bed, and it's just like too much. And I, like I said, tend to run hot, so I just more or less need slippers to walk around. I don't really want anything else on my feet. Okay, and then I have my, I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. I have my robe. I just got it off of Amazon. I'll link it down below. I really like it. It's like cotton. I like the tie is like sewed on, so you don't have like readjust or fuss with it really. And most of the time I just leave it open anyways. But it's like a short length one. It's got a pocket, long sleeves. It's just really comfortable. It's pretty, so it makes you feel a little better. But I like to have it like if I'm just like underwear and a bra or whatever, I can just like relax in that, especially when you're breastfeeding a bunch. Or I can wear it over something. It's just more comfortable, or walking around the halls or whatever. And then I have pajamas, and they are shorts because I'm due in July, but also I just run hot. And then it's a nursing top, so it's like this, and then you just boop, and that's, you know, how you do that one. So it's a little more discreet if you have like people, especially because you have like doctors and nurses and people coming in, and it's like, you know, it's one thing when it's like one thing when you have like nursing staff coming in and doctors and stuff like that. You're like, oh, no big deal, it's a boob. But oftentimes there's also like cleaning, maintenance, You have hospitality, or like the food and stuff. So there's like people coming in and out that are not the medical staff. So you want to be covered up. And then I went ahead and also brought this gown because accidents happen. Maybe spit up or poop or your own bodily fluids get, make a mess. And so I have this button-up gown also in there. And then this is my going home outfit. It's just like a nursing dress. I got it from Target. It's got the buttons to make it easy for nursing, and because we are 45 minutes away from the house, the hospital is from the house, I want to make sure that I have like an easy option to nurse. And I just like wearing dresses rather than pants after labor and stuff, but everybody's different. I might bring some like compression shorts just to have. And then the bra that I'm going to wear home, it's like more, again, because I get engorged, I don't want anything that's really constricting. I don't like to have like bulky bras. I don't want anything with a wire. I definitely know like what I prefer. So this one's nice and stretchy. There is some support with elastic and stuff, but it's not like constricting. But it is more supportive than like a sleep bra, and it is a nursing bra, obviously. And it's just kind of cute. But this one's a new one I just got. And then I brought 2 sleep bras because, again, it's just more comfortable for me to have them supported than just like hanging out. So I brought some sleep bras. These are like my favorite ones. I believe I got these off of Amazon too, or these might be Motherhood Maternity. Nope, just Playtex. Probably just Walmart or something. But it's like nice and easy, little, and they're nice and big and comfy, lightweight. And I brought 2 of them because you never know, you might make a mess. So that is it for my hospital bag. That's what I have packed. Those are my essentials, the things that I find necessary. Like I said, I do have binkies to pack for Bub, and then the chalk marker, I'll also put that in there. I feel like baby, they have like clothes and blankets and stuff like that for them while they're in the hospital, and I would rather baby wear that kind of stuff or just be naked in a diaper and a blanket, because it gets messy and then it's like sitting there and you just have to deal with the laundry and stuff when you come home, or maybe something that you really like gets messed up. Also, it just makes it more difficult for the nursing staff to get to them if they're like fully covered up, and I just don't feel like it's necessary. Also, he's a boy. Our baby is gonna, he's a boy, so it's not like we need all the cutesy like headbands and stuff like that. Like that doesn't, it's not a big deal this time for us. So his bag is super simple. And then, like I said, hubby will pack his stuff, and like that's essentials. Oh, I will say, because it's not included in this, but I will bring my own pillow, because I find that it's always like a pillow shortage. I do not bring any of my own blankets. I usually am just like using a sheet when I'm in there anyways, but I just don't want anything gross, or I don't know, hospitals are just gross to me, and so I feel like I don't want one of my blankets to get messed up. So I will bring a pillow, but that's probably it, and hubby might bring a pillow, but he's less particular about things like that, so he might not. But that's basically it. That's my hospital bag. That's what I'm bringing. Those are my essentials. And you might think I'm crazy for packing a whole bag of snacks, but it's what's important to me, and you want to be comfortable. So that's my biggest tip. Definitely bring like the essentials, obviously, but make sure that you're bringing stuff that makes you feel comfortable and will help you enjoy the experience a little bit more. If you have like mantras or playlists, stuff like that. Like, definitely bring that. I will be bringing, that's the other thing I will be bringing, is my Bluetooth speaker. We use it on the regular, like almost every day. So that's something we'll grab before we go. But I do like to have, you know, just some like music and stuff like that to listen to during labor. But that's all. I hope this was helpful. I hope it gives you some ideas. If there's anything that you found interesting or you liked, go ahead and check down in the description. I will probably have it all linked there. If not, then make sure to comment and let me know, or just ask the question so that I can get you that information, because I'd love to help you out. If you have any questions, curious about anything, why I'm choosing certain things and why I don't have certain things, let me know. I would love to talk to you about it. If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. Also, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, then make sure you do so. We have a lot of exciting things coming up with baby, and if you're watching this video, I'm sure you'd be interested in seeing those things. So go ahead and hit that bell so that you're notified anytime I release new videos. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!